Alright, let me spit this shit out and we finna get into it. But in this video, we finna talk about you make it. Don't let the shit make you. Now look, let me put this shit out. Alright. So now look, you are the one who makes it. Now you might be like, alright, what you make? Now, you yourself are is and are the co-creator or the mini God in your reality. Now, God, he deals with like light, oneness, originality, creations, directions. And I say directions because God is high, and when you're higher up, or when you say, for example, you're a person and you got a higher view, or you're on a bridge, you can see everything. You can give out higher directions, or think of a satellite that is more direction and shit like that. But in this video, I'm finna talk about more about the light, the original, and the creation, and a little bit of the direction. But I want to focus more on the original and the creation of the shit. Now, when you be yourself and stay true to your inner world and everything that you was brought up on and shit like that, then you have the power, and everything will evolve around you. Now I had wrote this shit down because you know why I say this shit is important. Now, people don't realize that as soon as you start going into the external world and you start following the crowd, start following trends and following everybody else's way of thinking, and not developing your own ways of thinking and your own ways of going about things, then whether you know it or not, but you're the type of person who just gave away your power. Now look, I'm finna tell you how to get it back if you did. Now, but as I was saying, as soon as you start going into the external world and you close off the internal world that deals with more of like oneness and originality and your own ways of thinking, and you start going with everybody else's ways of thinking and shit like that, and then that's when you just gave away your power. You just signed, you in a mental or in a different realm, you just signed fucking contracts to give away your power. Now, these contracts, sometimes motherfuckers be stuck in contracts where they never get their power back, and sometimes some motherfuckers notice that shit and they get about that shit. Now, anyway, the power, like, if you a person and you just gave away your power, then I need to tell you this: the power is within you. If you the person, you trying to get the power on the outside realm of reality, then you won't really succeed as much, because it's like all the spaces on the outside realm of reality are already taken. So say, for example, you go, like, what I mean by all the spaces are taken, I hope this makes sense. But say, for example, you trying to go to a party, or you trying to go to Walmart. We're gonna say Walmart, and all the parking spots are taken, right? And instead of you going within and thinking like, oh, I'm gonna just park over here at Family Dollars next to the Walmart or some shit, and then I'm gonna just go in Walmart to go get what I need to get. You the type of person to be like, oh my God, all the parking spots taken, and you all playing victim and shit. But instead of you thinking and going within and being like, oh, let me go ahead and park across the street or some shit, you the type of person who complain that all the damn spots are taken, instead of you just using your inner thinking and shit, and to be like, okay, I'll just go into the store over here and I'll just walk on over and shit like that. But and then these the type of people who start following ideals and that's not even them, and ways of thinking and ways of dressing and shit like that. Then it finally comes a point, whether they get fired from a job, whether they graduate from high school or some shit, and they have to realize, like, damn, like this shit sucks. You don't want to be the type of person who gets to the end of the road and you find out you just gave away your power. You want to be the type of person to be like, oh, I grab my power as soon as I start feeling like they was trying to take it. You know what I'm saying? But as I was saying though, the power is always within you, but the whole time. So if you're going to play victim, it's out of if you're going to play victim, then that shit is unacceptable. It's out of you. It's out of you. You find a way to deal with that shit by going within and then going in the external realm without or in an external realm, or you just look at the external realm and don't think no deeper and just be like, oh, it is what it is, and play victim. And these are the type of people who being the type of people who give away their power is the type of people who be in shitty jobs, and they don't get out of them. Like they be like, man, work suck, man. Instead of them being like, well, I'm gonna try to, instead of them having a mental thought or ideal to be like, man, I'm finna get about this job. These are the type of people who want to complain to you about how trash their job is and shit like that. Instead of them going online or going on the internet and trying to find more ways to make money, they want to complain to you on how trash their job is and dump all that shit on you. But anyway though, so it's out of look though, man. I'm signing out this bit, but look, the main points I want you to get in this video, if you ain't get anything, is the power is within you and you gotta make it. Don't let nothing on the external realm make you. Don't let nothing make you. You make it. You make. I'm not saying you gotta make the clothes that you wear, but you should be the reason why everybody is wearing a certain brand or some shit. Don't look at other people wearing a brand and you wear the shit. You wear what you want to wear. Um, but anyway though, just know this: the power is within you. Go within, and the power was always within you. The power ain't nothing out there in the external realm is gonna give you power. Cause think about it like this: the jobs and the people, places, and things. It's already somebody working in the internal realm and bringing it out in the external realm. So when you start getting lost into the external realm, then just know you gave away your power.